Thank you everyone for coming today. Before I came here, I had an interesting confrontation. I was at an opening for a restaurant this morning in my local area, and I was talking to the owner and discussing our policies and the damage that's happened to his business and to his family over the last 2 years. And he was a real supporter of the United Australia Party, so we really had a lot to discuss. So he asked for some signs to put up at his business. So I grabbed some from my car, brought them over and gave them to him in front of his business. And then while we were chatting, out of nowhere comes this Labor representative working the area, and he's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "You know, we've got signs for the United Australia Party." I introduced myself. "Hi, my name's Elvis Sinisic. I am the candidate for United Australia Party." And he got on the defensive and he's like, "Oh, this is Jason Clare's electorate." And I said, "Yes, I know, but not for long. I'm here to win." And he's like, "Oh, you guys are doing a deal with the Liberal Party." And I'm like, "Well, no, that's not actually true." I go, "You guys are doing a deal in Blaxland. Liberal have Labor as number 2. Labor have Liberal as number 3 after the Green. So literally their first preference outside of the Greens party." And I'm like, "Please explain that." And all he could say is, "Oh, you guys are doing a deal." And I'm like, "No, we're not." He goes, "Yes, you are. You're preferencing Liberal." And I stated, I said, on my how to vote card, I have Labor ahead of the Liberal in my seat. I know we have a strong Labor contingent there that will vote for me, but want to make sure that if I don't win, Liberal don't come into power. So we've set our card to suit that. And I'm like, "Please explain why you have preference Liberal at the top of your card. Why have Liberal preference Liberal?" He couldn't come up with an answer. And I kept pressing him and he just kept saying, but, I saw it on the news. I saw it on the news. And I'm like, "No, you work for the party. You know what's going on. Explain it." And he's like, "Oh, I've got to go." And then just left. And that's really what it is. He's trying to tell me that we're spreading misinformation when I had the how to vote cards. I showed him. He couldn't come up with an answer. And when I asked him, he couldn't come up with an answer. He just kept trying to spread misinformation. And that's what you're going to see over the next couple of weeks. Liberal and Labor parties and their supporters will be spreading misinformation. In the end, I don't care about preferences, because if it comes to preferences, it means I've lost my seat. I want to win this seat. My goal is to win on the primary vote. I need the support of the people. And hopefully, with your help, the United Australia Party can take back Blaxland. Thank you.